One moment, please. Hold on. Okay, got it. Good morning. My name is John Wilson Dorlon, and I'm currently a senior at Vestavia, and I'll be attending Southern Union College next year. And I would like to speak this morning about Psalm 23 and how this verse is currently working in my life. The first part of the verse says, "He makes me lie down in green pastures and leads me beside still waters. He revives my soul and guides me along the right pathways for his name's sake." For me, the green pastures and still waters are the people that constantly surround me and bring me peace, whether it's EYC every Wednesday and Sunday, which I refuse to miss, or sharing time with friends and family. Sometimes these everyday and amazing interactions go unthanked, but God always reminds me to be grateful at the right times. This is when God revives my soul. When I allow the days to go by too quickly and I'm living in autopilot, God pops in and reminds me to slow down and appreciate every detail and the blessings that he has given to me. I'm 1,000% sure that God guides me along the right pathways because I have been blessed to be part of this church in so many different ways. When I was in preschool here, I would go to work with my mom in the mornings and she would walk me over to class. And even though I was only in the show, or even though I only showed up for the suckers, I was a part of the children's choir. Sorry, Miss Whitney. And as I've gotten older, I've served 2 terms in the diocesan youth department. I went through and staffed happening, and I've had the amazing opportunity of attending EYC in Camp McDowell for my whole life. All of these examples are what I think of as God's pathways. The next verse is, "Though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I shall fear no evil, for you are with me, your rod and your staff, they comfort me." With college coming up in just a few short months, I'll be thrown into a new lifestyle that I expect to be fast-paced and a little scary at times. But don't get me wrong, I'm just as ready to get out of the house as my parents are. And the last verse says, "Surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life, and I will dwell in the house of the Lord forever." I believe that this is true and that God will be present in the upcoming chapter of my life to help me thrive and overcome any obstacles that come my way. I would like to thank St. Stephen's and all the people involved for giving me a home for the past 18 years and teaching me to love and shine God's light in every walk of life. Until we meet again, amen.
Hey y'all, my name's Lauren Jones and I'm currently finishing my senior year at Mountainbrook High School, and I'm so excited to be going to Auburn in the fall. While a lot of changes are coming my way, the biggest change will probably be that I won't be in this place literally all the time. I'm so lucky that I've been brought up in this amazing church for as long as I can remember. It started as a place I was brought to, but became a place I always wanted to be at. It sucked me in for my first Club 56, excited to be as cool and old as those in the senior high youth group. It's crazy to me that that time has come. I've spent a huge chunk of my life in this church, and it's truly been such a firm foundation for my faith journey and built me into the person I am today. When I first heard the readings for this Sunday, I was immediately taken back by how well the Acts reading relates to my time as a youth. The reading is all about fellowship under Christ, which is absolutely perfect for Youth Sunday because I've found that the fellowship we have here has laid the foundation for my faith. The reading reminded me of a conversation my friend and I had recently after leaving a Wednesday night small group. She told me she realized what made our friends here so different from any other friends that we had. It's because we all come to this place having the same basic beliefs, sharing Christ's love above all else. We are able to be truly comfortable because we know that we will be loved and accepted no matter what. Whether that's acting silly like you might be judged for doing at school or sharing our beliefs on a sensitive topic, we're able to learn from each other and grow into the best versions of ourselves. In the next part of the Acts reading, it talks about breaking bread and praising God. We do exactly that. While our bread might actually be pizza from Domino's, we spend time together that brings the same joy that the apostles felt because the love we share comes from Christ, just like their love did. The last part of the reading talks about adding to the number of people who have been saved. I can't help but think of the love that is shared here through bringing people into our youth group. Just as my brother brought me into my first EYC, the current members of our EYC have invited friends to experience the same messy, beautiful love that was experienced by the apostles. I believe all these similarities show one primary thing. Christ's love is constant. It is unchanging and will always be there for each and every one of us. I think subconsciously I made the promise to myself that I'd never skip an EYC this year. And though I haven't been perfect, I've definitely been here more than I've skipped. I can imagine life will only get busier as I go to college, but I've learned that prioritizing having a faith-based community and having time to grow my relationship with God helps me grow and recharges me more than anything else. Thank you, St. Stephen's, for loving me and helping me grow into the person that I am today. Thank you especially for giving me my very best friends that show me more and more every day what Christ's love looks like and how I can share it too. I know this place will always be one I have to call home, so don't worry, I'll be back. Amen.
Good morning. I'm David Knott, a senior at Mountain Brook High School. I'm excited to attend Auburn University's Harvard School of Business next year. Growing up, I always came to St. Stephen's. I did my best to come to Bible school on Sundays after church, EYC Sunday evenings, and Wednesday night live events. As I grew up and moved into junior high and high school, I still attended church, but like a lost sheep, I went my own way. Sheep are careless animals. They cannot survive by themselves in the wild, which is why they need a shepherd to guide them. Without a shepherd, they wouldn't be able to find water to drink or food to eat. It would not be able to protect against predators. The job of a shepherd is to care for the sheep, guide them, and protect them. Throughout my life in junior high and early high school, I went off alone without a shepherd. I ran away and did my own thing. Because of this, early in junior high, I developed anxiety and went to the world for answers. I went to counselors and doctors, and it got so bad that it affected my physical health and caused me to stay home from school for weeks. I was a lost sheep wandering through a dark forest, and I thought I was alone because I wasn't relying on the protection of my shepherd. I thought I was alone, but the truth that I didn't understand at the moment was that the Lord was with me through my worries. I went searching to the world for answers, but little did I know that all of my answers were right in front of me. As I've grown in my faith, I've come to realize that the Lord is always with me. I should trust in His plan for my life rather than wandering off like a lost sheep. Myself alone can do nothing against the attacks of the enemy, but the Lord will shelter me and protect me. With my senior year in high school coming to an end, I look back and see all of the mistakes that I've made, but also how the Lord has guided me back towards Him. I move on to college in the fall, and although I'm nervous about this new chapter of my life, I know that the Lord will guide me wherever He needs me and protect me from the attacks of the enemy. Thanks be to God. Amen.